Today's video is sponsored by Unice Hair. In the bag we have the wig, of course, a bag full of goodies, and a wig cap. So in the bag we have, of course, as always, some lashes, a little edge brush, and some cute earrings. And this is the wig. This is the 14-inch honey blonde highlight wig. It's a 13 by 5 by 1 T-part lace front wig, curly human hair, Brazilian ombre, of course, and it has a nice little pre-plucked middle part, and it's 150% density. And did I say it was 14 inches long? Yeah, it's 14 inches long. So guys, I have some amazing news. This wig, I'm going to be fully customizing it and everything, showing you guys how it lays and all of that, but I'm going to be giving this wig away. So if you want to know how you can get this wig for free, girl, just keep on watching the video. I'm gonna give you the details, okay? I'm gonna give you the details. So in today's video, we are going to be fully customizing this wig. And as I mentioned before, it is a T-part wig, meaning that it only has lace around the perimeter and, yeah, around the perimeter and right in the middle. As you can see, even though it says pre-plucked, the hairline is still very dense, very straight, not too natural looking. But the thing is, with T-part wigs, you have only about ½ an inch of pluckable space, because right behind this little area you have the tracks right here. But we are going to customize this wig to make it look as natural as possible, so you guys can get that complete lace frontal slayed natural looking hairline with your baby hairs and everything without the cost of a lace front wig. So this is the part, and as you can see in the parting space goes back pretty deep, and the knots are slightly bleached, but they are still quite visible. But we're gonna customize this and have her flawless, okay? She's gonna be flawless. You gonna be flawless, girl? Yeah, she gonna be flawless. So to get this flawless process going, the first thing you're going to need is 2 scoops of the Clairol BW2 powdered bleach. I meant to say 1 scoop, sorry, because this is a T-part wig. You won't need that much. And you'll need about the same amount of the 40 volume developer. Now you can use different brands of the 2 items I mentioned, but just for reference purposes, this is what the Clairol looks like. And this is what the 40 volume developer looks like. Next, you're going to want to mix everything up nicely. And it should be looking like this, kind of like frosting or cake batter. That's the consistency. So first thing we're going to do is snatch her wig off. Yes, girl. And turn it on the underside. So now that she's looking like this, let me lean her forward a little bit. Make sure that all the hair is completely laid backwards and no hair is sticking out in the front, and what you're seeing really is the natural hairline. So I'm just going to apply a little clip in the back to ensure this stays out of the way. Now we're going to apply our little mixture, and I'm using a hair spatula. You can use the back of a spoon, or you can even use a kitchen knife, butter knife, popsicle stick, whatever you have handy, but anything that will allow you to give it a very light touch. You don't want to wipe it in, you just want to pat it. And with this consistency, patting it allows you to bleach the knots perfectly without getting too deep into the actual hair. And as you will see, the amount, like 1 scoop, is even a little bit much for just a T-part wig. But make sure you're doing this in a patting motion and not a wiping motion. You do not want to get too much product in because you do not want it to bleach more than the roots, more than the knots. And if you go in front of the hairline, it does not matter. That's why making sure that the hair was neatly tucked out of the way was so important. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now we're just going to leave this to sit for between 5 to 10 minutes. Remember, this hair has already been bleached previously, so you do not want to leave it on for longer than 5 to 10 minutes. If this was virgin hair or like a darker color hair, then you would leave it on for about 25 minutes. So now that it has been about 10 minutes, we're going to wash the hair out using this purple shampoo. I like the Clairol Shimmer Lights. And then I'm going to condition it with the Joico Moisture Recovery. You can use any deep conditioner or anything like that that you like, but this is just what I like, and I do recommend the Clairol Shimmer Lights, especially for like blonde and lighter colored hair. So with some warm water, I'm just going to start rinsing this out. Now, as you can see, the knots have lightened significantly, and when I turn it over against my skin, the knots are completely invisible. So now, even though the knots on this wig are okay, it's not too brassy, I'm still going to go ahead and use my Shimmer Light shampoo and conditioner just to tone it just a slight bit to make sure it's completely flawless. So I'm just going to rub that in. Then I'm going to let it sit with this shampoo on it for about 5 to 10 minutes. So now that you also applied the conditioner and it has sat for about 5 to 10 minutes, you can go ahead and rinse your wig off. Oh, I wish you guys could see how flawless this is, but I'm going to show it to you guys when I put her back on the mannequin. So what I'm going to do now is just deep condition this wig, because last video, wait, let me put my face. Last video, somebody was coming for me talking about my wig looked dry. Anyway, I agree. You're right. You're right. My wig was dry because I was being lazy. I'm going to go ahead and deep condition this wig. And this is one of my favorite conditioners, not just for like wigs and stuff, but also for my own natural hair. This Joico Moisture Recovery gives my hair such a beautiful, soft, silky and lush feel. It's not even funny. Can we just for a moment admire the curls on this wig? Can we just admire her? Can we just admire her? Gorgeous. Alright, so now my hair has been sitting and it has been deep conditioning for about 10 minutes. It doesn't really need that much because this deep conditioner, the Joico, it actually, it says 3 minutes and it's that good, girl. It's that good. So now the last rinse, I'm going to rinse this with cold water to seal the cuticles and add some shine. Alright, so before we get into the next step, I wanted to show you guys how this wig looks now that it's bleached. As you can see, the knots are way lighter, but it's on a light head. So let me show you how it looks on my skin. Up close, this is what it looks like. You cannot see the knots, but we're going to customize it even more. So for this next step, you're going to need a fantastic pair of tweezers, and you're going to need one of those ones with a kind of flat angled head, not the ones with the pointy head. So because this is a T-part wig and it doesn't have as much lace parting as a traditional lace frontal wig, I'm not going to part it out in sections and tweeze, because this is literally like less than half an inch of hair, girl. No, boo. All right, so what we're going to do is pull the hairline back. Now, this wig is made to be glueless, so it's pretty sturdy on here. Great quality, Unice. It is sturdy on here, but you can use like needles and stuff if you want, just to make life a bit easier for yourself. So what I'm going to do to customize this wig, we're going to soften the sharpness of the hairline. As you can see, it comes pretty sharp. Like nobody's hairline is sharp like that. Whose hairline is sharp like that? Not mine. So I'm going to go right in the front, and I'm going to tweeze, but I'm going to keep moving. You do not want to stay in one spot, or you might end up balding your wig, girl. And of course, you're going to need a rat tail comb so you can comb the hair out as you go, so you'll be able to see exactly what you're doing. And I like to do this step when the hair is already bleached and when it's still wet, because that gets the hair out easier. And look how much I got out already. So if you look closely, the hairline across is not as sharp. It is more uneven, which gives it a more natural look compared to this side that we did not tweezes yet. That is more straight up and down. This side, that's slightly more natural. So what I'm going to do is to continue to tweeze along the full hairline of this wig. So as you can see, this side as compared to this side, it's very dense and sharp, whereas this side is more natural looking. It has grooves and stuff like a real hairline, and this side is just sharp. And because this is a T-part wig, it does not require that much to get it looking like a person. So be very careful to keep moving. Don't stay one place, because remember, the tracks are very close to the hairline. You do not want the tracks to be showing. And as you can see, when I'm in the middle, I go a little bit slower because the front is very straight and sharp. So I just want to pull some of the hairs at the very front so that when we cut it, it also serves as a guide for our zigzag cut. Now you can look at the hairline. As you can see, it is a lot more natural. So now I'm going to apply some leave-in conditioner. I'm going to use the No Drip Activator Moisturizer from S-Curl. Since this is a curly hair and I want her to be super moisturized. Look at the waves of this hair. Ugh, it is beautiful. So I'm gonna set it like this for now so it'll be easier to apply, but you can definitely go ahead and mark out your part if you want to. And this hair is supposed to be 14 inches long. Honey, this looks longer than 14 inches to me, okay? This looks longer than 14 inches. Look at these curls. Beautiful. So I'm just gonna let her air dry overnight and I'll be back. Is looking like, look at her curls. So the next thing you're going to want to do is to cut the lace, and for that you're definitely going to need a good pair of hair scissors and a clip if necessary, if you need to pull the hair back. But with the way I set the hair while it was wet, I do not need to pull it back. So I do suggest you wet set your hair in a specific way so that you can easily access the lace. I like to start out by cutting one section right in the middle. It makes it a lot easier for me. Then I cut another section at the side of the temples, and I go ahead and do the same thing on the other side of the temples. Now you can cut your lace while it's on your head. However, I prefer not to do that. I find it easier this way. And fact of the matter is, once you start wearing your wig, you'll have to apply it this way. So what's the point of doing it with the lace on? So when I cut, you can use scissors for this part, or you can use an eyebrow razor like this. Either one is fine. So I'm going to do this part using my scissors, then I'll do the next side using the razor, so you'll learn how to do both and you can choose which one is better for you. So when you use your scissors, you want to cut in a zigzag motion. So you're moving your scissors like this all the time. So you do not want a straight line, because if you have that straight line of demarcation, it's going to be very obvious when you wear your wig. You want it to be zigzag so that your lace can be unclockable, honey. So that is one section done with the scissors. That was pretty fast. Now I'm going to do this section using the razor. Now, I find the razor to be more helpful in creating that uneven type of cut that you're looking for. With the scissors, you need more skill, but with this, you literally don't need to even try. It naturally just comes out jagged. So you just pull the lace slightly, you move the razor up and down, making sure to get into like little crevices and stuff. But don't pull too hard, because you don't want to remove too much of the lace or end up going into the actual hair. And that's that. So I'm going to show you a little bit more up close. So as you can see, this side is the side that I used the razor, and you can see how jagged the cut is. Now on the side where I used the scissors, the cut is still quite jagged, but not as much as on the side with the razor. So I do prefer using the razor, but you can definitely use scissors. Now I'm going behind the ear flap. I just cut as straight as possible, and then behind the ear flap there's a section where there is lace without hair. Just make sure you cut all of that off. It will give you a better fit when you apply your wig. So on this side with the scissors, I'm going to start behind the ear. There's no real method to that. It's just because I'm right-handed and this is just more comfortable. And that's that. Now you can look at the side with your that you did with your scissors. Look for any areas where there might be a little bit excess lace between knots, and you can just go ahead and further cut those out just to clean up that zigzag look. And when I say clean it up, I don't mean make it straight. I mean perfect the madness, perfect the unevenness of the lace. And this is what the hair looks like on a dark brown stocking cap. Can you see that? You don't see any knots showing. It's like completely flawless. So at this point, you can go ahead and add your baby hairs, or you can add them when the wig is applied to your head. But like I mentioned before, I prefer to do everything prior to application, because once you set the wig, you'll always have it like this, you know. I'm going to take this little thing and just part out the amount of baby hairs that you want and the areas that you want it to be. I think right at the temple areas is always the best and the prettiest. The temple and the lower ear flap area. And I really believe in not overdoing it. You don't have to part out that much hair. So this is the amount that I'm taking out. And I like to use my little razor and cut, because this way it won't be too sharp and unsightly looking. And that's the amount of baby hairs. You can also do baby hairs in the top, but I find the top always looks better and more natural if you don't overdo it with the baby hairs. So I'm going to do the same thing on the next side. And these are your baby hairs. Alright, so it was at this moment I realized that I've been rambling on and my microphone was off. My microphone was off. Like, girl, I had so much to say. Anyway, yeah, what I was saying was probably a bit lengthy and unnecessary. However, I just wanted to let you guys know the rules on winning this wig. Of course, you have to follow me here on YouTube. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well. My Instagram handle will be in the description box below, or it will pop up somewhere on screen. I don't know. And of course, leave a comment in the comment section here on YouTube saying I'm in, and I'll let you know who wins in the next upload. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, hit that notification bell. And if you want to have this wig in your collection, please don't forget to follow the instructions so I can send it over to you if you are the one chosen, which is subscribe here, like this video, drop a comment down below saying I'm in, and of course going ahead and follow me over on Instagram. All right guys, until next time, bye bye.